What's going on? We'll wait till some of you guys get in here. We'll go ahead and start talking about some stuff. This is going to be kind of a test to see how this network is going to be tonight for tonight's Game Talk podcast. But more importantly, I definitely want to talk to you guys. I want to see what your guys' thoughts on the current events of YouTube are. I want to know what you guys think. What's up, Cyrus? What's going on, man? What a day. Please tell me. Please share. Dromain. What is going on, my people? Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Just wanted to talk to you guys, see what you guys think, pick your brains. Arrow, what's going on, man? Sup, fag? Yeah, I want to pick your guys' brains. We're going to wait for a few more to get in here, and then we're going to go ahead and start this off. I'm going to be going over hypocritical YouTubers. I'm going to be going over self-entitlement. I want to go over people on how they interact with each other, and then they blame other people for their misdeeds, even though they're actually responsible for getting themselves in the predicament that they're in. There's so many things I want to talk about because it's so annoying. Xbox guy, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Rags is in the midst of trashing me on live stream right now. Why is he trashing you? Why? What? What the heck? Why is he trashing you? I don't even understand why he's trashing you, dude. It's not like you've talked to him. I mean, you did your one video, and I thought that was pretty respectful, to tell you the truth. Oh, go get. You always get high. Hi, go get. Hi, go get. How you doing, go get? Jay Caesar, what's going on, player? Yeah, but Cyrus was actually nice in his videos, so I don't know why Rags feels the need to fucking rag on Cyrus. Cyrus didn't do shit. I mean, Infinite Retro is the one that's stoking those flames. I mean, I can understand Rags going on Retro if he wants to, because Retro's kind of, he's got what, 9 videos, I think, or something like that. I mean, I don't have anything against him. I mean, that's my bro, What? Okay, that's kind of weird. He's calling you a piece of shit. I don't. Alrighty then. Anyways, so let's talk. Let's talk seriously. Let's talk. From now on, I will just be deleting any comments on any videos from his people. I am done with the entire situation. Well, that's good. Good. Be done with it. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do, man. I haven't looked back, and I've been doing just fine. Well, see, that's also why I'm testing out this network, Jay Caesar, because my internet's been kind of crapping out in the middle of my live streams, and I want to know why that is. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start talking now before my other podcast actually starts. So as of recently, we've had a few people leave YouTube. We've got people leaving because I'll just mention his name, Jack. I already did a video on him. I have no problem with the dude. I wish the dude well in his future. I really hope he does well. But I mean, I can't sit here and just be like, oh yeah, he went ahead and blamed everybody for his own downfall, pretty much. You know what I mean? And I'm just using him as an example because he's the most recent case of this. But there's a lot of people here on YouTube that do this. They get on that rise. They start getting people to follow them. They start getting watched. They start getting paid attention to, and next thing you know, by the end of it all, these people have this weird thought in their mind that everybody owes them something. You know what I mean? Everybody owes them something. They shouldn't have to do anything. The world owes them. And I think that's a little ludicrous. I find that a little insane. Just because you start getting a little popular doesn't mean all of a sudden the YouTube community needs to pay into you on whatever it is that you find yourself as worth. It doesn't work that way, It doesn't work that way. It will never work that way. And I've always found these kind of mindsets a little strange. Like I said, no hate towards Jack. You know what I mean? Jack is a cool dude. I don't have any problems with the guy. I just can't get over the fact that, like him, there's tons of people out there that really believe that it's perfectly okay to expect some shit out of people. You know what I mean? And that to me is a little bit of a broken mind thought. I have always looked at this as a fun thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's weird how they let it get to their heads, isn't it? I have never let YouTube really get to my head. Not a whole lot, anyways. I mean, I've had an ego before, but that's as far as it's ever gotten. I've never gotten to a point where I would look at, Go Get You or Cyrus and be like, well, you guys owe me. I could never do that. I could never do that. I could never get into that mindset. Like, yo, Dromain, you owe me this, sir, because I did this for you, or you're gonna be paying into my Patreon if you want me to play this game for you. You know what I mean? Like, it is the most ludicrous thing I have ever heard in my life. And then they get mad because nobody wants to support them. And it's like, how can you get mad at people not supporting them when you shit on your audience? I mean, how can you possibly shit on your audience and then turn around and tell them, hey, you guys need to pay my Patreon? It doesn't work that way. Sorry, guys. I'm on Rag's live stream right now. No, it's all good, Omega. You're good, man. I find it, dude, I find it hilarious. You know what I mean? I find it hilarious. Then they like to bring in identity politics. They like to bring in race. They like to bring in religion. I'm not saying Jack does, but I'm saying other people that are like far worse than him. That's why I don't have a problem with him, because I have actually talked and was like unable to actually carry on a conversation with people that were like 10 times worse than him. And those people, man, I tell you, they are something else. And we're talking about the regressive left wingers, you know what I mean? Like the hardcore, they like to blame people for being white type of situations. They love identity politics because that's all they have to grow on. That's all they have to use. They don't know what logic is or common sense or social awareness or even self-awareness. They lack any and all credibility when it comes to arguing or even sort of a debate. They don't use logic. They don't use any of those things. They just like to throw out identity politics, and they hope that they'll hit something with it. You throw identity politics at a wall like a piece of shit every now and then it sticks, right? And that's what they do. And it's a sad thing. It really is. It's a really, really sad thing. And it trickles down. It trickles down into all these little smaller YouTubers, and they think, well, hey, I'm black or I'm white or I'm this color because, well, I mean, nobody's going to support me because I'm this color is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they fall into. They fall into these situations because that's what they are introduced to as their first experiences here on social media. And that to me is where the negativity starts. Everybody wants to say it's all about the consoles at first, right? Gaming in general is first off, or is where all the negativity comes from. And I would have to disagree. It's not that at all, actually. It may end with gaming, but it certainly didn't start off with gaming. Oh, thanks, Rajit. The ultimate defensive. I'm Native American. Yeah, me too. I've done that too. I have done that too. Right? Yep. If you guys hear a meowing in the background, that is my kitty. She wants my attention. But yeah, I mean, let's look at the situations that take place, right? Like, you have all these major YouTube beefs, and it's usually because they did something extremely stupid. Logan Paul, for instance, he's been on everybody's focus. Why? Because the YouTube community has set a standard as to what they deem as what? Entertainment, right? They have set a statement as to what is enjoyable. Yeah, exactly, Go-Get. Exactly. Logan Paul's situation, right? Like, they really, he is like the YouTube bad boy right now. Everybody hates him. Nobody likes him. But it's funny because these are the same people that were sort of, pushing him along in the beginning. You know what I mean? They were sort of cheering him on, like, yeah. Like, we are our own worst enemy. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. Damn, Rags is talking mad smack with his crew of yes men. No kitty, bad kitty, you will respect Brim's authority. Rags is always gonna be talking mad smack. That's just how, dude. That's how Rags is, right? If Rags wants to talk shit, let him talk shit. That's his thing. That's his prerogative. You know. He like everybody else. We are our own worst enemies. I'm my own worst enemy. Rags will be his own worst enemy. Look at all the stuff that he said in the past, but yet you go and you analyze the video that he does with Boogie, and he literally shits on himself in all of his past workings in his videos. I mean, the hypocrisy is right there in that video alone. So I mean, so he goes in on people knowing full well that they're just being emotional, and that video will prove it. Yeah, Lavon, what's up? But yeah, we get into this weird thing here where not only are we our worst enemy, right? Our own worst enemy, but we like to blame others for the way we handle our things, our shit. Everybody wants to blame Logan Paul for the monetization, but yet they don't want to look back in their own backyard and be like, oh, maybe I said some racist shit. Maybe I cussed too much. Maybe I spread too much hate. Maybe I was too toxic as a fanboy, and I said some really harsh things about somebody. You know what I mean? There's always got to be somebody we have to actually blame because we don't want to take responsibility for our own actions. I believe he's criticized people for deleting videos and did so himself. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That's true. I think he has. Like I said, though, it's all good. Like, and the reason why I don't really like talk to people or try to talk down to people when it comes to their own hypocrisies is because I believe that we all legitimately have a right to change our positions in life. We all have a right to change our opinions. We have the right to, no longer look at a certain thing or a certain way. We should be able to go back on what we say and fix what it was that we found in ourselves as broken. That's the only way. That's the only way we actually fucking fix ourselves, right? I'm right. I'm perfect. Fingers and ears. Well, yeah, he probably did help with demonetization, but he wasn't the sole reason as to why it happened. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Like, Logan Paul, of all people, was not single-handedly the only reason why. You know what I mean? Look at, like, it's like I said in my last video that I did a super edit on. Like, I took a long time on that video because I really wanted to set that message out there. Look at all the shit that people were uploading. I mean, early 2006 to mid 2000, I want to say 9 to 10, people were uploading grotesque videos of people fucking animals. They were uploading a Japanese girl. This was like the beginning of memeing sort of came around, and that was a Japanese girl sitting on a chair with a tube going into a dude's face, and she was shitting down his face like that. I mean, people were uploading this stuff. And YouTube were just the only way they took it down is if people reported it. Like I said, YouTube has itself to blame for where YouTube is now. We as a community, like, we could help change it or we could make it better. But I could definitely say being politically correct is definitely not one way to do it. And that's kind of where they're leaning towards. Let's see. I only talk down to people who act like hypocrites is if they don't change their stances on the subject. Also, I go no sleep last night, so English escapes my grasp. Go get. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup. 1 guy, 1 glass jar. BDSM Pain Olympics, and there was another one with a Z in it where the guy literally mutilated himself. All these videos that became super popular were made popular because of YouTube. They uploaded them to YouTube. YouTube didn't act fast enough to taking them down. Who remembers the walrus sucking his own dick, going from the bottom of the pool, going all the way back up, sucking his dick, going all the way back down? I mean, I could go on forever, man. I could go on forever. I mean, YouTube literally made this place the one thing it hates most. And it's trying to look at us as we're the problem, and it's not really us. I mean, yeah, there's some of us in the community that are pretty toxic, but not everybody is. I can't believe that, you know? I can't believe that everybody's toxic. I can't believe that every single person on the YouTube platform is a low life piece of shit. I don't want to believe that. You know what I mean? That's such a shitty way of looking at things. Welcome back, Omega. I don't know, man. Like, I think this whole YouTube gaming community thing, like, I think it needs to be fixed. I think at the just like the whole gun thing, dude. Like everybody wants more gun control now, right? Everybody, I knew that was going to happen. Everybody wants more gun control, and it's not going to fix anything, right? Well, it's the same with the YouTube gaming community. I want less fanboys. I want more fanboy control, but it's not going to happen, right? It's not going to fix anything. What needs to be fixed, and I don't think it can be fixed. I think we have to fix ourselves, and that's people and the intent of people. That is the most. I mean, it doesn't get deeper than that. It's the intent of people. We got to be able to help change each other for the better. We can't just sit there and be like, well, fuck you, you're an Xbox fanboy. Fuck you, you're a Sony fanboy. Fuck you, you're a PC Master Race piece of shit. No, man, like, we can't just keep calling out people and expect them to get better, because it doesn't always work out that way. Some people, yeah, but the very small, minute amount of them are being fixed this way. Not everybody. Why not try? My thing is this. Why don't we just try to talk to each other like fucking people? You know what I mean? Just talk to each other like fucking people. Why do we have to attack each other all the goddamn time? It's fucking annoying. I'm not toxic. I know you're not toxic, Omega. Yeah, well, go get, of course. Fuck gun control. Yeah, same here, Cyrus. I want more guns for me to control. Right, Omega? I'm toxic. What's going on, people? Not a whole lot of Xbox. People are just fuck each other up. They're damn. Oh, yeah. Fuck me hard. What the fuck, Reggie? Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, like, we always want to control. Have you ever noticed that the more you want to control, the more it spirals out of control, right? That means if gun control bans start coming up, or more laws for gun control come out, that's going to be more laws broken. That's going to be a multiplier of sales. I mean, dude, there's going to be more guns on the street than ever before when that shit hits. And I think people don't think like that because they feel that laws protect them. And I think that's where the left comes in and like, oh no, the laws have to be followed. They have to be followed because it's a crime, and people don't want to always commit crimes. Bullshit. It is more appealing to have something that you're not allowed to have than having something that you're allowed to have. It is. It's extremely appealing. I mean, there's actual studies on this. I mean, it's a fact. I admit I've been a toxic a few times. I stopped myself. Xbox, it's all good, bro. I'm a little drunk. Sounds like fucking no better name. What? I'm just saying. No, there is. It's a known fact that people who have something that is okay to have are more capable to going after something that they're not allowed to have. I mean, that is straight up facts. So people don't do it right. No, of course people don't do it right, dude. People, that's what I'm saying. Intent is the number one thing. If we were to treat each other better, we would not have the trickle down effect that we're having right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, as YouTubers, we all put Logan Paul up on a fucking pedestal. Now look at him. He's falling. He's got all of his shit demonetized. He's got to build himself back up again. And to be honest, it's not going to be hard, but he's already got money, so it doesn't really matter for him. You know what I mean? But everybody put him on a standard. They all memed him to death. They all, everybody like did their weird, who could be worse than one another type of videos here on YouTube. And now look at him. Everybody's looking at Logan Paul as this fucking, cantankerous prick who deserves death. I mean, I wouldn't go that far personally, but it's a little ridiculous to sit there and assume that we had nothing to do with it when 90% of us were like egging him on, and he's right, and Keepstar was right about this too. He was talking about how YouTube has become more and more about pushing the envelope. And I think, again, that is our fault. You know what I mean? It's because that's what we chose to support. It's about pushing the envelope and who could do the worst shit next. Who could be worse than that? That's what's going to come up. Who could be worse than Logan Paul? That's going to be the next thing. No, it's okay, Xbox. Oh, yeah, it is time for it is definitely time for more positive content. I think what Cyrus was doing for his one buddy, I'm sorry, Cyrus, I forgot his name, but he was on you did a thing for him on your channel. And you were right. Like, we should be supporting more of each other, man. Like, we should be, if we disagree with somebody's content, talk to them like adults, critique them. Don't be a dick. Don't be toxic. Don't shit on them. Just like, hey man, I disagree. I think you're a little misleaded on the way you handle things. And I guarantee you people will have a better response if we did that than straight up saying, yeah, kamikaze. Doing that than fucking doing what, people like Rags or Leafy or any of those guys are doing right now. Because it's not helping anybody. You know what I mean? It's not helping anybody. Response videos ain't shit. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Response videos have been done long before these guys were ever around here on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, what it is the YouTube community likes watching people get torn apart. And that's not something that we should be, as YouTube creators, fucking facilitating. We shouldn't just be shitting on somebody because they carry an unpopular belief or an opinion. You know what I mean? And I've always been of that mind of, you're not going to please everybody. You know what I mean? You're not going to please everybody. Everybody can't be pleased because people are assholes. You know what I mean? People are assholes. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start reading some of your comments. JC says there was the Daddy05 channel yeah, true. Yeah. I was starting to watch that Xbox guy. Like, I was actually starting to watch J Fonz. And he seems like a pretty cool dude, actually. Yeah, that's true, Omega. Yeah, Lamont, what about the Crumbside people? Crumbside people are under the same umbrella, man. We're all part of YouTube, regardless of what side of YouTube you're on. We need to treat each other better. That's just fact. I'm not trying to be a hippity-bippity fucking, bitch. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we need to treat people better. You know what I mean? We could sit here and pretend like we don't care about shit, or we could put our best foot forward and stop pretending and actually just fucking following through, Because I guarantee you, if we work on the intent of people, and that's by treating each other better, we'll have less shootings. We'll have less toxicity in this world. We'll have less problems when it comes to interacting with each other on a social basis. We should not be shitting on each other 24/7, because guess what? That's where all this shit happens. That's where it comes from. We're all like, there's one thing I've always agreed with, is that we're all connected in one way or another. I know some people would find that cheesy, but if that's one thing that I've always taken from Bernie Sanders is that we're all connected to each other. That is the one thing that I do agree on. Everything else he's ever said, I don't agree with. But the fact that we are connected to each other and how we treat people matters. I do believe that. I truly and utterly, truly believe that. That is something that I'm finding to be more factual more and more each day as I get older. I see the way we treat each other online. I see the way people handle it in real life. And the way it translates over isn't pretty. You know what I mean? I thought for a while that, the two would always forever be separated. You know what I mean? I figured that it would never kind of conjoin. I never thought that the online world and life will ever actually conjoin, and it has, and that's a damn shame. Hippity dippity. That's right. I understand Xbox. I hate when people lie about me, man. I care and want a more positive world. So do I. Yeah, so do I. No, no, I'm not saying keep up a positive thing, right? Like, I would never tell somebody that they have to remain positive forever. What I'm saying is, this: treat each other better. I'm not saying force it. I'm not saying you're going to go around this fucking world and you're going to immediately just gravitate to everybody. I'm not going to sit there and say that we are going to just love one another all together. Yeah, fucking right. You know how many people I fucking can't stand? You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying even if we can't stand them, we should at least, in the very least, be respectful. You know what I mean? Be respectful, and who knows? Who knows how much of that intent you could curve or change or mess with the direction of. Because if we could be more positive towards each other, and I'm not talking about fake positive either. I'm not talking about that fake shit. I'm saying if you're just nice to people, just straight up nice. You don't have to be super fucking nice. You don't have to be clingy. You don't have to be like overly happy like fucking Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. I'm just saying, treat people better. There's a lot we could achieve together. Do what Jesus says. What advice could you give a new YouTuber? Well, I mean, advice that I could give a new YouTuber is don't follow any of these fucking stupid ass channels that all clone each other, that all copy each other. If you could get away from doing that and you do your own thing, you'll have more to add to the pool than the toxic waters of that pool that are getting bigger each day because everybody wants to be the next Rags. Everybody wants to be the next Leafy. Everybody wants to be the next is Pyrocynical. There's tons of people who want to be the next Keemstar. And I don't want to see the next of those guys. I want to see a brand new, fresh genre of videos. That's what I want to see. Life was its ups and downs, but if things were a little more positive when you are down, someone in the up will help you. Exactly. I agree with that, Omega. That's exactly the case. Because if enough people are treating each other with positivity and kindness, like you're right, somebody who's down won't be alone anymore. You know what I mean? These shootings that have taken place, you can't tell me that these people had somebody or they've all had people that loved them. You know what I mean? Or they didn't feel alone in their own world. Depression and bipolarism does some really terrible things to people. And if we just learned how to treat each other a little bit better, who knows? Maybe these shootings wouldn't have happened, you know? Fuck, dude. Like, like the bully situation is still pretty terrible. Life has, I'll sub to you. Cool. Unless you have HIV, then you're probably going to have to stay positive forever. Forrest. What the fuck? Hey, what he know means don't follow any but me, as well as experiment content wise. Yeah, that's what I do on this channel. This channel, Brimstone's Gaming, okay? I know I haven't done a whole lot on this, but I've been working on some pretty heavy edits for this channel because I really want to put more effort into the kind of video content I put out. I've made partnerships on the way, and I've done so by treating people with respect and reaching out and trying my best to help out these little small companies that aren't getting their names out there. So far, I've gotten a few people get into the Go Play thing, and you guys have seemed to enjoy that stuff. I did a first impressions video of an arena-based game where you play as wizards. You guys seem to enjoy that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that I really am. That's why I tell you, like, if you treat people positively and you treat them a little bit better, then you'd have more opportunities open up to you. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm gonna go down the comments real quick. I like to do something similar to what Rags and Review Tech do, but I'm not going to copy them completely. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. One thing that I got to say that would help figure out what you would be willing to do every day for your channel. A lot of experimenting, man. You know what I mean? A lot of experimenting. That's what I do here with Brimstone's Gaming is I've got some stuff that I want to do in the future. Like, I'm thinking about doing some Let's Play series. Because I used to be a Let's Player and my channel grew really fast, okay? Let's Play channels grow pretty fast, but the problem with them is the longevity of the subscriber base to viewer ratio is very low. So, like, I'll have a spike in, say, a Terraria playlist, where I won't have a spike at all and say like a Blaze Blue or a Guilty Gear playlist. Like, some of those will probably get maybe 100 views. I've done it before where on my Terraria list, I had over 2,000 hits per video on my Let's Play for Terraria. And I've thought about actually doing another one of those because shit, it seems like a lot of people like Terraria still, even Starbound. Starbound's pretty cool. I've thought about doing content like that, or if I, just record a bunch of videos with my friends in the Game Talk server and my Streaming and Chill server, or get some developers on that I'm a part of some of their servers, get some developers on into their games and have them play with me, and we'll go ahead and do some fucking gameplay videos together. Yeah, of course, Omega. Yeah, Terraria is the shit. I love Terraria. I need to see if I could get that guy on this channel and see if I could get him to talk, because I had him on my Brimstone channel before I deleted it. I shouldn't have deleted it. Yeah, Terraria has changed a lot since I last played it. Yeah, they can, Arrow. They can. They definitely can. They can be pretty difficult because you never know what is going to be hot and what is going to, what's going to not going to be hot. You know what I mean? That's cool. You should, if you guys like Terraria, you should definitely go take a look at Starbound. It's really, really good. Really good. I can't suggest that game enough, actually. But I like both games pretty equally. I've got like, I can't remember how I have in Terraria. I think it's like 71 to 80 hours or some shit like that. I know it's an oddball number. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think, like, what will keep you guys watching? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've lost like 200 subs because I'm very inactive on this channel. So yeah, I've lost over 200 subs, and I know there's a lot of you guys that are still tuning into this channel, and so I'm just kind of like getting my feelers out there to see what you guys like. Do you guys like the software first impression type videos where I just discover new screen capping or new hardware, software? Because like I still got to do some hardware reviews on some of the Razer product that I've had for years that have quit on me, and those are gonna be some pretty brutal videos I got coming down the line. I had a segment a while back that I'm slowly gonna be bringing back, and I'm thinking about starting it off on this channel to see how it goes. It's not going to be a news channel. I think it's going to be like of equipment and software that I already currently own, and I'm just going to talk about it and let you guys know how I feel about it. I don't know. Yeah, Starbound is the shit, dude. When is the rescheduling happening, by the way? Oh, yeah. You know what? It's getting to these guys and talking to them about it is pretty hard because I really don't know what we're going to do for Game Talk. I'm going to be working 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. every day with Monday, Tuesday off, I believe. And I need to come up with a way to get Wednesdays and Fridays podcasts either switched to different days for the guys or just push them back to a later time. What do you guys think? Should I just push it to a later time or should I switch the days altogether? Because the thing is, I don't want to put them on my days off because I need to have those 2 days off with my girl. You know what I mean? That's going to be the only time that I'm going to be able to see her and spend time with her. Because she works day shift, I'm going to be working swing shift. So we're almost never going to see each other throughout the week. Yeah, see, that's what I was going to do, Omega. Like, I was thinking about that because Brimstone's Gaming was originally founded based on open source. This was originally an open source based channel. Everything that I was using was free. That means the quality of videos that I had that were rendered, that the recorded one, all the stuff that was recorded was used through open source all the way down to the audio. Even image editing was done through open source. So I had Krita back in the day when AMD had the Raptor app, and I was able to figure it out and get it working really good. I was using that. I was using Audacity, of course, and OBS. So I would do those four all the time. And as far as video editing, I would use what was it I think it was Filmora at the time when it was free. They had a first edition of Filmora for free, and I was using that as renderer, and it did really good actually. Maybe if you offer reach arounds. Oh, yeah, you're still here. I don't know why your comments weren't posting, Cyrus. Most of the time, I listen to the podcast a day after because you guys record really late for me and only get to chat for a bit. I never miss a podcast. I appreciate we appreciate Omega seriously. If you switch days, please try to make one on the weekend. just so I could be there for it. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I was just saying that we sub because it's not you. Wait, because it's you, not because of the content. Do what you enjoy. Ah, I love you too, man. Going to set up a podcast myself in a couple of weeks. Reaper and Jet Big Boss will be there. It's fine. It's fine to get crazy. I mean, if you have fun with it, Xbox, dude, I hope you do. You know what I mean? I really do. I hope you do. I hope you get something. I hope you get somewhere with it. Thanks, Omega. Trying to be consistent on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, you're welcome anytime, right, Omega? Like, you're definitely one of those that are like definitely welcome here anytime, especially on the Game Talk, man. You've been with us since day one. A lot of you have actually. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't streamed here in a while, and I just was like, yeah, I just want to talk to my people, address you guys, see what you guys think about all this craziness that's going on. Let's see. I'm still working out the kinks of what days and. Oh, okay, okay. Well, see, so here's the thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to try to get Pete and Rambo to buckle down on times of this podcast instead of keeping them going for 3 to 4 hours because I know that's a lot of reason why people don't stick around. So I'm going to try to see if I could talk them into just like a minimum of like 2 hours with, maximum of 2 hours, minimum an hour. And I hope that will help some, alleviate that. Xbox Live Party chats, the podcast. It gets really. Aw, thanks, Omega. We love you too, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's pretty heckish. It's pretty heckish out here. YouTube isn't like it used to be, where we could do a video response to each other and it was all in fun. Now people would rather just shit on each other, treat each other like crap, and laugh about it, Oh, don't you mean all homo, Omega? All homo, yeah. I'm never invited. I know you all hate me. Shut up, Red Sheik. You've been in here, haven't you? I'm pretty sure you have. You just cannot, for some reason, anytime you get in here with us, you just never, you never stick around for some reason. It's like you disappear or something. What was I saying though? Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy here on YouTube. We back in 2006, 2007, when we did YouTube response videos, it was never taken to the level that it's taken now, where people like to make it personal. They like to insult people. They like to shit on people, and that's all they like to do. There's no reason for it, really. Like I said, man, we just need to do better. We need to do better. We could be better than this. You know what I mean? I can't assume that everybody's a worthless piece of shit. I don't want to assume that. I don't want to assume the worst in people first and then find out about the better later. I want to assume the better first and find out about the hatred and the toxic shit later. You know what I mean? That's just how I want to do things. I used to be a pretty hateful person, prior to the Game Talk. For the most part, you guys have changed me into a better person. My old job changed me into a better person. I look at people differently. I'm more critical than I used to be. I like to be a little bit more analytical. I know some people like to just throw out misinformation on their YouTube channels and not think twice about it. Me personally, I like to be critical. I'm a more critical person, very analytical person. Yeah, I think you're on my friends list, Xbox, if I remember correctly. Like I said though, like I'm like Game Talk has helped me out a lot. My old Lowe's job helped me out in extreme amounts like you wouldn't believe. And so having that extra analytical eye, I think that has like put off a lot of people because they don't know how to handle that versus where I just used to deal with their conjecture and I used to just accept it for what it was and just roll with it. I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I sort of, in a nice way, of course, tell people that they're wrong, or I'm like, hey, this is more like this. I don't want to start shit with people anymore like I used to. That was another thing is I love starting shit with people. You know what I mean? And in fact, you saw a little bit of it at the very beginning of the Game Talk podcast in season 1, where like I was extra like ornery and I was calling out other people's podcasts like Heart 8 and calling them pieces of shit. And I mean, I look back at that now and I'm just like, God, what an ass, you know? Like I fucking, we've gone our separate ways, and here I am still like fucking. Here I was still talking shit about the guy, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of stupidity is that? You know what I mean? Why be that way? You know, especially if we weren't even talking about him, and then all of a sudden someone brings him up, and I went off on it, and I look back at it now, and I'm just like, what an idiot! What the fuck are you doing? Who pretty much play pretty much every day. Yeah, I game as much as I can. I game as much as the day will let me. That's just how I am. But yeah, getting back, I think it's just that's why I said like I think it's perfectly fine for people to change their stances. I think it's perfectly fine for people to be able to change who they are or what they've said, because that just shows that they're willing to change. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get on people when they backtrack on what they've said too much, because if you don't allow somebody to change, then how do they know that they need to change? You know what I mean? And that's something that's really important to think about, because again, that all comes back down to what? That comes back down to trying to help the intent of people, you know? And I mean, it's a hard thing to do, but shit, we got to try, you know, we got to try. Man, a lot more people here than I thought there was going to be. What in the world? The Daily Mirror. Oh gosh, shut up, Rambo. Hit me up on Twitter. But anyways, man, like I said, not try to be hippity bippity. You know what I mean? Not try to be super positive or fake positive. Not try to give you guys any false bullshit. Well, see, Don, that is why you look things up. That's probably what you should do. Expand yourself, get to know things, research things. All better to do in the long run, sir. Well, then, Emma. So, more importantly, what's important to you guys? Like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's more important for people to stay on their quote unquote lane, just stay in their own lane? Or do you think we should probably try to reach out to people and see if we can not, you know, I don't know, make a better YouTube, man? Like this shit needs to stop, you know? I've never seen what the I said before, so we decided to share a river made of sand, Saudi Arabia. A river made of sand. That's crazy shit. I have never seen that before. Have you guys seen this? It's like a rolling sand of river. Somebody just reached their hand in it, and it's just literally sand. I don't see any water in that shit at all. What the actual fuck? That's crazy. Wow. Huh. Oh, this Emma chick is kind of hot. I love my Twitter sometimes. You guys send me the most random shit. The podcast with NoobTube was brutal. You and Bulletberry were the only ones who didn't seem like you were trying to give him PTSD. Well, I don't like. You know what's funny about that is I still get comments about that on that channel. I mean, on that channel, on that video. I don't hate YouTube, the NoobTube gamer. I've never hated him. I think I laughed really loudly once because he said something that I thought was pretty ignorant. But I really don't hate the guy. Like, I honestly, like, I can't hate somebody based on video game opinions. You know what I mean? It's pretty silly to really boost that and be like, yeah, I hate that guy because he's got the dumbest opinion about video games. That's like, I don't think anybody really thinks about the shit they say. You know what I mean? that's what I'm saying. Like I thought the kid was all right. You know what I mean? He didn't do anything wrong. He talked shit in a video about rags once, and you know what I mean? It's just I don't hate the kid. There's no way I could hate somebody over fucking stupid fucking video games right about now. I'll take big. Aw. Cyrus, I'll take anything. Anything is better right now than these assholes. Yeah, I think it's weird that people. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of weird that so many people went in on him on the comments. Were like, "Oh my god, he's such a terrible person." I'm like, really? He's a terrible person because he doesn't carry the same opinion as you in video games, and he trolls you on his channel. Like you hate him because of that. I'm like, I hope you guys that watch Keemstar, I hope you guys that watch Rags, Leafy, all these other commentary channels look through to them through the same critical eye as you do NoobTube Gamer. Because if you don't, then you're just a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like that's why I say I don't. I mean, for me to hate somebody, it would take a lot, and it does take a lot. You know, I think I've used that word probably once or twice in the podcast, and I really didn't hate the person. I was just super pissed about what they did on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's why I try not to get on Twitter anymore before the podcast, because I get all heated up, I get pissed, ruins my time, ruins your guys' time. I don't like making that person the focus of the podcast. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna be coming up on soon on for the podcast. I need to go get that ready and set up. But thank you guys so much for coming by and listening to me jabber in your ear for a little bit. It's been a minute since I've been in here streaming for you guys on this channel. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll be sure that we do this a little bit more often. In fact, it's gonna probably happen a little more often now that I'll be working nights. Tuesday is my orientation day. So after Tuesday, guys, you won't see me very much online on the console, the PC, or anything. So yeah, I'm not going far. I love you. Why do you hate my avatar? I love my avatar. Omega, he's talking shit about the avatar that you designed, man. I love that avatar. I need to. I'm actually gonna think about be hitting you up soon, Omega, if you're ever up for it. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go set up for the other podcast. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support, and I will catch you on the game talk. Pieces, ladies. I love you. Oh, thanks.